We need to talk. I've been avoiding this conversation for weeks, but our credit card bill just came in and it's absolutely terrifying.
How bad is it? Just tell me straight.
$8,000, and that's just one card. I don't even want to check the other two right now.
$8,000? What happened? We were supposed to stick to the budget we made in January.
I know, but then my car needed new tires, your mom's birthday gift, the emergency dental work, and somehow all those small purchases just added up.
Those aren't small purchases, though. We're talking about significant expenses that we should have planned for.
You're right, and I feel horrible about it. I've been losing sleep over this for days. Every time I open my wallet, I feel this wave of anxiety.
Hey, look at me. We're in this together, okay? Getting angry won't solve anything. Let's figure out a plan.
But how? We're barely making ends meet as it is. I don't see how we can pay this off without taking money from our emergency fund.
What if we cut out eating at restaurants for 3 months? That alone would save us about $600 a month.
I suppose we could, and I could cancel my gym membership and just work out at home.
I can pick up those extra weekend shifts I've been turning down. That would bring in another $500 per month.
Are you sure? You already work so hard during the week.
We'll get through this. We've faced worse. Remember when we both lost our jobs in the same month?
That was terrifying. But you're right, we survived that. We can survive this too.
First thing tomorrow, let's sit down with all our statements and create a realistic payment plan. No more avoiding it.
Okay, thank you for not making me feel like a complete failure.
You're not a failure. Life happens. What matters is how we handle it from here.
I promise I'll be more careful. No more impulse purchases, no matter how small they seem.
And I'll help track our spending better. We're a team, remember?
I love you, even when I'm drowning in debt and completely stressed out.
I love you too. Now let's order some cheap pizza and start making that spreadsheet.
Sarah, I need your advice. I'm in serious financial trouble and I don't know who else to turn to.
What's going on? You sounded really worried on the phone earlier.
I haven't paid my rent in 2 months. My landlord sent me an eviction notice yesterday, and I have 30 days to come up with $3,000.
Oh no, what happened? I thought your freelance business was doing well.
It was, but then 3 of my biggest clients stopped responding to my invoices. They owe me almost $5,000 combined.
Have you followed up with them? Sometimes clients just need a reminder.
I sent dozens of emails and left voicemails. One company actually went bankrupt. I'm never seeing that money.
That's rough, but you still have the eviction to deal with immediately. Have you talked to your landlord about a payment plan?
I'm scared to. He's already pretty angry. I've been avoiding his calls because I don't know what to say.
That's the worst thing you can do. Landlords appreciate communication. Call him today and explain the situation honestly.
What if he says no? What if he just wants me out regardless?
Then at least you tried. But most landlords would rather work something out than go through the eviction process. It's expensive and time-consuming for them too.
I guess you're right. I just hate feeling like I've failed at being a responsible adult.
You haven't failed. You're dealing with clients who didn't pay you. That's not your fault.
But I should have had savings. Everyone says you need 3 to 6 months of expenses saved up.
Most people don't actually have that. Stop beating yourself up and focus on solutions instead.
What kind of solutions? I'm already working every available hour.
Can you take out a small personal loan to cover the rent while you find new clients? Or maybe ask family for a short-term loan.
My parents would help, but they're retired and living on a fixed income. I can't ask them.
Sometimes accepting help is the mature thing to do. They'd probably be hurt if they found out you were about to be evicted and didn't ask.
You think so?
I know so. And while you're figuring this out, have you considered taking on a part-time job? Something stable to supplement the freelance income?
I've been thinking about it. There's a coffee shop near my apartment that's hiring.
Perfect. Apply today. It's not forever, just until you stabilize your situation.
Thanks, Sarah. I feel like I can breathe a little easier now. I'm going to call my landlord right after we finish talking.
Thank you for seeing me on such short notice. I'm completely overwhelmed and I don't know where to start.
That's what I'm here for. Take a deep breath and tell me what's happening.
My divorce was finalized 3 months ago, and I'm discovering debts I didn't even know existed. My ex-husband apparently took out credit cards in my name.
That's identity theft, which is a serious crime. Have you contacted the credit card companies and the police?
Not yet. I only found out yesterday when I was denied for a car loan. The banker showed me my credit report and I nearly fainted. There's over $30,000 in debt I never authorized.
Okay, first things first. We need to freeze your credit immediately so no new accounts can be opened. Then we'll dispute every fraudulent charge.
Will that actually work? What if they don't believe me?
You'll need to file a police report and provide documentation to the credit bureaus. It's a process, but these charges can be removed from your credit history.
How long will it take? I need to buy a car. I can't keep borrowing my daughter's car to get to work.
Credit disputes typically take 30 to 90 days. In the meantime, we can explore your options for transportation.
I feel so stupid. How did I not know he was doing this? We were married for 20 years.
Financial abuse is more common than you think. Many people don't discover it until after a separation. This is not your fault.
But I should have been paying attention to our finances. I just trusted him to handle everything.
That trust was betrayed. Now we focus on moving forward and protecting your financial future.
What about my retirement savings? He said we'd split everything 50-50, but now I'm worried he lied about that too.
Do you have copies of all your divorce settlement documents?
Yes, my attorney gave me everything. I have them in my bag.
Good. Let's review them together and verify that the asset division was actually completed as stated.
What if it wasn't? What if there's more money missing?
Then we'll work with your attorney to address it. But let's not panic about possibilities. Let's deal with facts.
You're right. I've been consumed with worst-case scenarios that I haven't been thinking clearly.
That's completely understandable. You've been through a traumatic experience. But you're taking the right steps now by seeking help.
What should I do first when I leave here today?
Call the credit bureaus to freeze your credit, then file that police report. I'll email you detailed instructions and a list of every document you'll need.
Thank you. For the first time in weeks, I feel like maybe I can actually handle this.
You can, and you will. We'll work through this together, step by step.
Emma, we have a serious problem. I just got a call from the student loan company and I missed my first payment. They're threatening to report me to credit agencies.
When was it due? Can you still pay it without penalty?
It was due 2 weeks ago. I completely forgot because I was so focused on starting my new job. The late fee is $75 on top of the $300 I already owe.
So you need $375 right now?
That's the thing. I don't have it. My first paycheck doesn't come for another week and I'm completely broke.
How is that possible? You started working a month ago.
I had to buy work clothes, pay for gas to commute, and cover all the upfront costs of moving. Everything I had saved is gone.
Can't you ask your parents for help? This is kind of an emergency.
They already paid for my graduation expenses and helped me move. I feel terrible asking for more money. They've done enough.
But if you let this go to collections, it'll destroy your credit score before you've even started building one. That's way worse than asking for temporary help.
I know you're right, but I'm 24 years old. I should be able to handle my own finances by now.
Everyone needs help sometimes. There's no shame in that. What matters is that you learn from this and set up a better system.
What kind of system? I thought I had everything under control.
Well, for starters, you need to set up automatic payments so you never miss another one. And you need an actual budget.
I hate budgets. They make me feel restricted.
You know what feels more restricted? Being in debt and having terrible credit. Trust me, I learned that lesson the hard way.
You did? You always seem so financially together.
Now I do because I destroyed my credit in college and spent 3 years fixing it. I'm not letting you make the same mistakes.
So, what should I do right now, this minute?
Call your parents, explain what happened, and ask for a loan that you'll pay back from your next paycheck. Be specific about the amount and the repayment date.
And then?
Then, call the student loan company, make the payment, and set up autopay immediately. After that, we're sitting down together to create a real budget.
Can I pay you back for helping me with all this?
Your payment is actually following through and not ending up in financial disaster. Deal?
Deal. I'm calling my dad right now. Thanks for not making me feel like a complete idiot.
You're not an idiot, you're just learning. We all have to start somewhere.
Marcus, I need to be completely honest with you about our business finances. We're in trouble, and I can't keep hiding it anymore.
What do you mean, hiding it? I look at our accounts every week. We're doing fine.
No, we're not. I've been moving money between accounts to make it look like we have more cash flow than we actually do.
You've been doing what? Why would you do that?
Because I was scared. 3 major clients canceled their contracts last quarter, and I panicked. I didn't want you to think I was failing.
So instead you lied to me? We're supposed to be partners. How bad is it really?
We have enough to cover payroll for maybe 2 more months. After that, if we don't land new clients, we'll have to let people go.
2 months? I thought we had 6 months of operating expenses saved. That's what you told me in our last meeting.
We did have that, but then the new software system cost twice what we budgeted, and the office renovation went over by $15,000.
I specifically asked if we could afford those expenses. You said yes.
I thought we could. I thought the new clients I was pitching would come through. They all fell through at the last minute.
This is unbelievable. We have 12 employees depending on us. What are we supposed to tell them?
We don't tell them anything yet. We focus every ounce of energy on sales. We have enough time to turn this around.
And if we don't, what's the backup plan?
I've been putting together proposals for emergency business loans. We could get a line of credit to bridge us through this rough patch.
More debt isn't the answer. We're already leveraged pretty heavily from our startup costs.
Then what do you suggest? Because I'm out of ideas and I've been losing sleep over this for months.
First, we cut every non-essential expense immediately. No more catered lunches, no more team outings, no more office perks until we stabilize.
The team will hate that. We've built our culture around those things.
They'll hate unemployment more. We have to make hard choices here.
You're right. What else?
We both stop taking salaries for the next 2 months. That alone will save us $20,000.
Can you afford that? I know you have a mortgage payment.
I'll figure it out. Can you?
I'll have to. This is my responsibility. I created this mess.
We're in this together. But moving forward, no more secrets. We look at the real numbers together every single day if we have to.
I promise. Complete transparency from now on. I'm sorry I put us in this position.
Save the apologies. Let's focus on saving our company, starting right now.
Jessica, your mother and I have been talking, and we're really concerned about your financial situation. You need to stop avoiding our calls.
I'm not avoiding you, Dad. I've just been really busy with work, and I don't need another lecture about my spending habits.
This isn't about lectures. We got a very strange phone call yesterday from a debt collector looking for you. They called our house.
What? They're not supposed to contact anyone but me. That's harassment.
They said they'd been trying to reach you for 6 months and you weren't responding. Jessica, how much debt are we talking about here?
It's complicated, and it's none of your business, honestly. I'm an adult, and I can handle my own problems.
Clearly you can't if debt collectors are calling your parents. Talk to me. What happened?
I had some medical expenses last year that insurance didn't cover, and then my car broke down and I needed a new laptop for work. Things just piled up.
How much?
About $18,000 across 3 different credit cards.
$18,000 on your salary? Jessica, what were you thinking?
I was thinking that I didn't want to come running to you and Mom every time something went wrong. I wanted to prove I could handle life on my own.
And how's that working out? Are you even making the minimum payments?
Sometimes, when I can. Look, I know I messed up, okay? You don't have to rub it in.
I'm not trying to rub it in. I'm trying to understand so we can help you fix this.
I don't want your money. That's not why I'm telling you this.
I'm not offering money. I'm offering advice. Have you looked into debt consolidation or talked to a credit counselor?
I don't even know what those things mean. Money stuff was always your and Mom's territory.
Which is partly our fault. We should have taught you more about financial management before you went out on your own.
So, what do I do now? The interest alone is killing me. I pay $300 a month and barely make a dent in the actual debt.
That's because you're only paying the minimum. You need a real strategy. What if I help you create a debt payment plan?
I don't know, Dad. Every time we talk about money, we end up fighting.
Then we'll try to do better this time. This is too important. Your future is too important.
What would this plan look like?
First, we list out all your debts, interest rates, and minimum payments. Then we figure out which one to attack first while maintaining the others.
And what if I can't afford to pay more than the minimums? I'm barely scraping by as it is.
Then we look at your budget together and find places to cut. Maybe you pick up a side job temporarily. Whatever it takes.
I really hate this. I hate feeling like I failed at being a grown-up.
Everyone struggles with money at some point. The difference is whether you face it or let it destroy your life. I'm proud of you for finally talking about it.
Really?
Really. Now let's get to work fixing this mess together.
Ryan, I need to confess something. I've been lying to everyone about why I've been working so many double shifts.
What's going on? You look exhausted. When's the last time you had a day off?
3 weeks ago. I'm working doubles almost every day because I'm drowning in medical debt from my surgery last year.
I thought your insurance covered that surgery. You said everything was taken care of.
That's what I thought too. Turns out there were all these out-of-network charges and didn't know about. The hospital bills started arriving months after the procedure.
How much are we talking about?
$47,000. And that's after insurance paid their portion.
That's insane. That can't be legal. Did you try disputing the charges?
I tried. I spent hours on the phone with billing departments and insurance companies. Everyone just passes me to someone else. I gave up.
You can't give up. This is your health and your financial future we're talking about. Have you contacted a patient advocate?
A what?
Patient advocates help people navigate medical billing issues. Many hospitals have them, and there are also independent ones who specialize in fighting unfair charges.
I didn't know that existed. Do they cost money?
Some do, some work on contingency. But many hospitals have free advocacy services. You need to start making calls again.
I'm too tired, Ryan. I come home from work and I can barely stand. The thought of fighting with more bureaucracy makes me want to cry.
Then let me help you. Give me copies of all your bills and I'll start making calls on your behalf.
You do that for me?
Of course I would. You're one of my best friends. I'm not going to watch you work yourself to death over medical bills that might be negotiable.
What if nothing changes, though? What if I'm stuck with this debt forever?
Then we explore other options. Hospitals often have financial assistance programs for people who can't afford their bills. Did anyone ever tell you about those?
No. The billing office just kept sending me payment plan options that I can't afford anyway.
That's because they want their money, and they assume you don't know your rights. But you have options. We just need to figure out what they are.
I feel like such a burden. This is my problem, not yours.
Stop that right now. Friends help each other. Remember when I was going through my divorce and you let me sleep on your couch for 2 months?
That was different.
No, it wasn't. You were there for me when I needed help. Now I'm here for you. That's how this works.
I don't know what to say. Thank you doesn't feel like enough.
Then say you'll stop killing yourself with these double shifts and let me help you fight this properly.
Okay, I will. I promise.
Good. Now go home and get some sleep. Tomorrow, we start making those phone calls and getting you out of this mess.
I got the letter today. The bank is threatening foreclosure if we don't catch up on our mortgage payments within 60 days.
60 days? That's not much time. How behind are we exactly?
4 months, $16,000. I don't know how this happened. I feel like I blinked and we went from managing to completely underwater.
We know how it happened. Your salary was cut when the school district had budget problems, and my hours got reduced at work. It's not a mystery.
But other people manage. Other families don't lose their homes. What are we doing wrong?
Nothing. We're doing nothing wrong. We're dealing with circumstances beyond our control. Now, we need to figure out our options.
What options? We don't have $16,000 hidden somewhere. We've already drained our savings account completely.
Have you talked to the bank about a loan modification? Sometimes they'll restructure the terms if you're in financial hardship.
I'm terrified to call them. What if they just say no and move forward with the foreclosure immediately?
They're not going to do that. Banks don't want to foreclose. It costs them money too. They'd rather work something out.
But what do I even say? How do I prove we're worthy of help when we can't make our payments?
You explain the situation honestly. You bring documentation of our income, our expenses, and what we can realistically afford going forward.
And if they say no?
Then we look at selling the house before it goes to foreclosure. At least that way we'd preserve whatever equity we have left and protect our credit.
Sell our house? We've lived here for 10 years. Our kids grew up here. This is our home.
I know it is, and I love this house too. But it's still just a house. Our family is what matters, not the building.
I feel like such a failure. I'm a college professor and I can't even keep a roof over my family's head.
Stop it. You're not a failure. You're dealing with an impossible situation as best you can.
It doesn't feel like I'm doing my best. It feels like I'm barely holding on.
Then let me carry some of this weight. You don't have to face this alone. We're partners, remember?
What can you possibly do that I haven't already tried?
I can make that call to the bank with you. I can help research our options. I can remind you that we've gotten through hard times before, and we'll get through this too.
You really think we will?
I know we will. Maybe not in this house, maybe not the way we planned, but we'll survive this. Our family will survive this.
When did you become the strong one?
I've always been strong. You just usually don't need me to be. But right now, you do. So here I am.
I love you, even when everything is falling apart.
I love you too. Now, let's stop panicking and start planning. Tomorrow morning, we call the bank together. Before you start lecturing me, just hear me out. I know I've made mistakes, but I need your advice, not your judgment.
I'm not here to judge you, Sophie. Mom called me because she's worried sick. She said you're about to lose your art studio.
The landlord is tripling my rent. I can't afford it anymore. After 5 years of building my business there, I have to start over somewhere else.
Can't you negotiate with him? Explain that you've been a reliable tenant all this time?
I tried. He's selling the building to developers. Everyone has to leave. It's not personal, just business.
Okay, so you need to find a new space. That's stressful, but it's not the end of the world.
It's not just that. I have about $30,000 in business debt from equipment and supplies. My sales haven't been enough to cover the loan payments.
30,000? Sophie, how did you let it get that high?
Because I believed in my work. I believed that if I just had the right equipment and materials, my art would sell. And some of it has, just not enough.
Believing in your work is great, but you can't run a business on hope alone. You need a sustainable plan.
I know that now, but telling me what I should have done differently doesn't help me with what I'm facing today.
You're right. I'm sorry. Let's focus on solutions. Can you sell some of your equipment to pay down the debt?
Most of it is specialized printing equipment that loses value immediately. I'd get maybe $5,000 for equipment that cost me $20,000.
What about consolidating the debt into a lower interest loan?
My credit score is terrible from missing payments last year. No bank will give me a decent rate, if they'll give me anything at all.
Have you considered getting a regular job to supplement your art income, at least temporarily, until you stabilize?
That feels like giving up on my dream. I've worked so hard to build this career.
It's not giving up, it's being practical. Lots of artists have day jobs while they build their careers. There's no shame in that.
But when would I have time to create? If I'm working 40 hours a week somewhere else, my art becomes just a hobby.
Would you rather declare bankruptcy and lose everything you've built? Because that's where you're headed if something doesn't change.
Don't you think I know that? Don't you think I lie awake every night terrified that I've wasted 5 years of my life on something that will never work?
Sophie, I didn't mean to upset you. I'm trying to help.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm just so frustrated and scared. I don't know what to do anymore.
Look, what if I help you put together a real business plan? One with actual numbers and realistic projections.
Would you really do that?
Of course, you're my sister. And who knows, maybe with better planning, you can make this work. But we need to see the real picture first.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you not completely writing off my dreams as foolish.
Your dreams aren't foolish. Your financial management needs work, but your talent is real. Let's figure out how to make both things work together.
Margaret, I didn't want to tell anyone about this, but I don't know what else to do. I need to borrow money, and I'm asking you first before I do something stupid.
What's going on, David? How much do you need?
$25,000. My pension isn't enough to cover my expenses anymore, and I've been using credit cards to make up the difference.
For how long have you been doing this?
About 2 years, ever since Janet passed away and I lost her income. I thought I could manage on my own, but everything costs so much more than it used to.
Why didn't you say something sooner? We could have helped you figure this out before it became a crisis.
Because I'm 52 years old and I shouldn't need my little sister to bail me out of financial trouble. It's humiliating.
It's not humiliating. It's life. Things happen. You lost your wife and half your household income. Anyone would struggle with that.
But I'm supposed to be the responsible one. I'm the older brother. I helped you through college, remember?
And now I can help you. That's what family does. We take turns being strong for each other.
I can't ask you for $25,000. That's a huge amount of money.
You're not asking, I'm offering. But I need you to be honest with me about your financial situation. All of it, not just the credit card debt.
What do you mean, all of it?
I mean your monthly expenses, your income, your other debts, everything. If I'm going to help, I need to understand the full picture.
My mortgage is paid off, thank God. But the property taxes keep going up and my health insurance premiums doubled this year. Plus, I have that car payment.
How much longer on the car payment?
2 years, but I need that car. How else am I supposed to get around?
I'm not saying get rid of the car. I'm just trying to understand your obligations. What about the house? Have you considered downsizing?
That house has every memory of Janet in it. I can't just leave.
David, I understand, but you're drowning financially trying to maintain a 4-bedroom house that you live in alone. There's no shame in moving somewhere more affordable.
It feels like giving up, like I'm erasing her memory by leaving.
You could never erase her memory. She lives in your heart, not in that house, and she wouldn't want you destroying yourself financially to stay there.
I know you're right. I just don't want to face it.
Here's what I propose. I'll loan you the $25,000 to pay off the credit cards, interest-free, pay me back whenever you can.
Margaret, that's too generous. I can't accept that.
Yes, you can, but in exchange, you work with a financial advisor to create a sustainable plan. No more living on credit cards.
And if that plan says I need to sell the house?
Then we'll help you find somewhere new, somewhere filled with possibilities instead of just memories of what you've lost.
This is really hard for me to accept.
I know it is, but you'd do the same for me in a heartbeat. Let me help you, David. Please.
Okay, thank you. I don't know what I'd do without you.
You'll never have to find out. Now let's get through this together, one step at a time.